Okay, welcome back everybody to the NNN Nation channel. Well, as you may have seen from the title, it's another Dave video. Geez, I don't know where to start, but basically, Dave has a new video out, basically saying he's all depressed and things aren't going good, and he wants to quit Cub Foods, and that he's so lonely and stuff like that, and he feels like throwing up, and he's like, but I'm not gonna force myself to throw up, so
I don't know why you would anyway, because that's not gonna fix anything.
yeah, I people are gonna be confused, but if you're watching this video late, I would recommend watching that video from him. If I remember, I'll put a link in the description, but basically we're just gonna be analyzing that video of his, so yeah. Well, where do we even start with this, because there's a lot to dissect here.
Let's start with the Cub Foods.
Okay, so basically he's saying he wants to quit Cub because he's been offered no like better positions there, and also because his best friend there that he really cares about is leaving it next week.
Yeah, I kind of have an idea of what that is.
Yeah, and we'll get into that in for a second. I know not a lot of people are gonna know, and for clarification, Cubs Foods is a grocery store in Minnesota.
I would hope everyone would know that.
Dave, it's not that hard to, use context clues, but I'll just throw that out there because Dave, just automatically assumes everybody knows stuff. And I'll say one more time, we've been talking about Dave a long time, so I'll just go look at the old videos if you're confused, but he wants to quit the job, and he's like, well, I don't know where I'm going to work then. And it's like, I kind of just really would like to get monetized on my channel. It's like, well, Dave, I don't know.
I think one thing Dave lacks to understand is that does not mean you're going to make good money. You're going to make hardly anything because you have to get consistent views.
Yeah, it's true.
And if I had to guess, it'd probably be triple-digit views, at least, maybe 4.
Yeah. What does it tell you that a lot of people that make a lot of money on YouTube still have normal jobs? It's like, I don't know if it's, realistic to think like I might make it big. I might. It's a big might. So, if Dave did make it big, good for him, but I don't think it's likely. And I don't think it's realistic to be talking like that. He's making a Lego fan film starring himself as a minifigure. And he really is banking on that bringing in views. I just don't see it personally, so.
Yeah, I don't know.
And, yeah, I mean, if he really, is it, doesn't want to work at Cub, isn't, if I remember correctly, there's places around there he could work and still walk,
Yeah, you could get a job the next day, realistically. There's a lot of jobs.
And he wants to walk. I know for a fact there's other places in walking distance. It might be a little bit longer walk, but it's in walking distance from where he is. I pretty much have context clues of where he is. But, I don't go into one of these places, Dave, and ask for an application. And if you really don't want to walk there, see if you can make connections. Maybe someone can get you a ride there. I don't know. But all I'm saying is do something about it. So, that's that, but this ties back in with another thing, which is um this person who is leaving Cub Foods grocery store. He says he really cares about, and he's gonna miss being around them. So,
Well, their context clues, I want to guess, is a female.
yeah, I think it's a girl that he is too afraid to fucking say anything to him. And I think even more is later on he goes on to say about how he's lonely, and didn't he even say something about if he had a girlfriend he would be more motivated to do things or something like that.
Yeah, that's...
It's like, Dave, we all know
You're
that.
getting way too desperate for that, Dave. No one's
Yeah,
gonna want to date you if you're like that. That's getting a little weird.
yeah, it is weird. It really is. So I think he's like, I really care about this person. Tell him that, and Dave, just, I mean, it's obvious you're still not over your 2018 breakup. I've been going through your channels, Dave, and I found 9 videos so far where you mention your relationship that you're no longer in. So that's kind of sad. If I remember, I'll link them in the description. Just so you know, Dave, it's literally, I'm sure there's more, honestly. And it's like, why are we still talking about that? And it's clear that he's lonely and whatnot. If you're that desperate, Dave, use one of these dating websites. That's all I can say.
Well, yeah.
That's really where you're at. And that's what I can recommend.
Yeah, you're getting way too desperate. It's way too desperate.
Well, and another thing I want to point out is, like, when he was giving that shout out to Alyssa Way or whatever, he was really seeming like he was getting pretty simpy there. I don't like that word, but it's what it was. And even though she has a boyfriend.
Like, I don't know who your boyfriend is, but you know, she's like, oh.
I mean, she has a boyfriend. It's like, I don't know why he's, you know, it seemed a little weird. You know, it seemed weird to me.
That it was weird.
But yeah, I don't know. Dave, do something about it. Quit complaining, just like the driver license thing you were saying in there, Dave. Do something about it.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be, you could fail your test and not get your license for a whole nother year, but at least you could say you tried. So
yeah, that's a big thing.
So, and you know,
it always seems like he just tries to create excuses.
It's true. It really is.
It really is true.
And Dave, we've made a lot of videos on him at this point, and it's just like, I know you probably don't believe it at this point, but at the end of the day, we're just looking out for you. What we would do in your shoes. In your shoes, if I was in your shoes, I would quit Cub. I would. It doesn't sound like things are good there. And if before you do that, ask somebody higher up about a promotion, or even straight up tell them I'll leave if I don't get a promotion. Straight up tell them that.
Yeah.
And if not, quit and look elsewhere. I know there's other places within walking. If you can walk to Cub, there's other places you can walk to. Like I said, it might be a longer walk, but it might be worth it in the end. You might be making more money. I don't know. So, yeah, but that's what I would do. So, really, Dave, we're just looking out here. But it gets kind of weird when you're talking about shit like how lonely we are. It's like, it's starting to sound like Wings of Redemption on the stream. Like, I'm so lonely. Yeah, it's
a little weird, Dave. You should probably just chill out.
Yeah, it is. It really is. So, and you know, and I'll say it again. The fact that you bring up your old relationship so much is really weird. Really weird. That was 2018. It seems like every few months you at least mention it.
Yeah, and that's just fucking weird. Get over it. It's over.
Yeah, you just have to get over it, dude. I'm sorry to say, but it's clear that she's moved on and you haven't, so. But, and that also leads into another thing about how he's saying he's so depressed. I don't really know why you're so depressed, Dave. There's a lot of people in worse positions than you. I don't know why you're depressed, and I don't know what the comment was about. I'm not gonna make myself throw up. Like, I don't. That was weird.
Even, why would you make yourself throw up? That's completely stupid. That wouldn't do anything. Like, most people understand that. Making yourself throw up isn't gonna make you feel better. I don't even know what that was about.
I don't know.
It's almost laughable. I'm not gonna make myself throw up. What? I don't think anyone would have expected you to.
Yeah, I just...
Oh, Dave, chill out a little bit, dude. We're getting a little crazy.
We are. We're getting... I think we're being even nicer in this than we were in the other videos, because at this rate, we're not even nagging on you about the other stuff. You know, which I'll still say, our points still stand for that stuff, okay? They 100% do, but at this rate, we're just like looking out, alright? You need to stop talking about your relationship goals on the internet.
It's getting fucking weird, though.
It is. People will probably think...
I understand why he's still bringing it up, though. It's fucking years ago.
I know.
It's almost 2022, and it was the breakup of 18. That's how he refers to it. That's just why.
Yeah, what he says, like July 17th or whatever. It's like, come on, Dave.
You shouldn't even know the date. You should just get over it.
I wouldn't give you shit for it, but you mentioned it in 9 videos so far. 9. That's a lot of videos, dude. If it was one of these, it's okay. But you keep... Yeah, you keep harping about it, so I don't know. And Dave, let me go back to the special someone at Cub Foods. Just tell them how you feel. That's all you gotta do, because
they're leaving.
They leave. Chances are, you said you still like might hang out with them, but there's a good chance that it's gonna start slowly drifting away. So you gotta tell them, dude. And I don't even know. That's just us inferring, but it really seems that way.
Context clues. I don't. Maybe Dave turned gay and likes men. I don't know.
It could be. Who knows?
I could not tell you. In that case, you're looking for a friend.
But Dave, don't be depressed over this stuff. You know, I don't know if our videos, quote unquote, contribute to your depression. I don't really see how. I really don't. But if that's the case, then you just need to realize that we're not out here to be a-holes. We've said that since day one.
Wouldn't make any sense anyway, considering he was the one who ruined relations.
Yeah, he completely blocked us. I don't know why.
What's going on with you, Dave? But you're becoming a rage monster. Getting crazy out here. Settle down a little bit.
I'm gonna try to see if I can get this video sent to Dave somehow. Maybe I can get that idiot that was messaging me to send it. Probably won't, but you know, I don't even know if Dave watches their stuff. I want to say he does, because there's always dislikes, but I just, Dave, there's no reason to be depressed. You know, I can say, you know, I could argue I'm worse off than he is, and I'm not depressed like he is.
You
to a point.
Learn to just accept it and get over it.
You just,
I'm completely fine the way I am.
Yeah. You gotta learn to accept it. That's not good. You know, Dave, just for some context, every day I'm in constant pain due to things. I ain't gonna get into that, but I am due to health-related problems. And it's something that I want to get that solved, you know? But in the short term, it's something I've learned that you just gotta ignore. And it's like that for everything. It's like that for your job situation and stuff, you know, it's like that for your supposed depression. You just need to get over whatever's bothering you. Everybody's depressed at times. And I remember there was an old video where you said you were depressed. There's no need for that, Dave. Things could be a lot worse.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know if Dave will ever watch this, but
He'll watch it and dislike it for no apparent reason.
yeah.
He's really good at that type of thing.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't. It seems to me, Dave, you have this big fan film planned, but I'm not trying to be negative. You know, I'm honestly, I'd like to see this fan film when it comes out, but I don't think it's just gonna revive your channel like you're thinking. Like, make it big.
It won't.
Or make it big.
Even if it was big, it wouldn't really do anything.
Yeah. I mean, looking at it from a outside perspective, all your characters are your friends. If some random guy sees it, and they're not gonna know who these guys are. And they're Legos. That doesn't help. If you were just making like a Lego stop motion film with like the Star Wars characters, completely fine with that. But I feel just, and I think most people would like that more. But seems to me like, you know, and he has this really set mindset, like it's going to be set in 2016. It's all fictional anyway. I don't know why it has to be. This ain't like a Hollywood blockbuster.
Well, yeah, it's never going to be like that. I think that's kind of what he was referring to. Well, I really want this one to be big.
Saying stuff like it's in pre-production and stuff. It's like, we're not a Hollywood studio. So, I don't know what else there really is to say, Dave, but I just don't know. It's getting bad.
It is. And
if you keep, I don't want to say it like this, but if you keep like being weird in these videos, we might actually have to go off on you. And that sounds stupid saying it like that. It does, but like,
well, yeah,
there's a lot
if he doesn't rekindle the relations
we
that
could
were
pick apart.
broken by him.
Yeah, completely broken by you, Dave. I don't understand. So I don't know. You know, it would be nice to know why we still don't know why we were blocked. We still don't know.
Completely out of nowhere. I don't even have any clue on what the hell is even going on.
Yeah, and then we see he says he blocked us due to drama. There really wasn't anything too big of drama. I see how you can make arguments for. I see that, but it's really not. It's not.
And I hate saying it like this, but I think it's just a classic Dave move of him just being a complete child. He's good at that.
Oh yeah.
He does that all the time. But it's
What?
okay to be a child in his eyes, though, which I think is also really fucked up. That's a
Oh,
terrible
yeah.
philosophy.
It
Mature
is.
people are weenies. No, mature people are successful.
He'll
Children are not.
do these diss things of videos of people he doesn't agree with. It's like,
Yeah, well, like the smoker thing. If you're a smoker, I'm gonna diss you. What are you
Dave, a lot
babbling
of
about?
people smoke. I ain't saying it's right, but a lot of people smoke.
No, it's not right. It's stupid. But yeah, I mean, you're gonna diss them? That's really dumb.
I think there
Because they
was
could
one
care
where
less.
he's dissing a Christian family for making videos of their kids doing work. I don't know anything about them, Dave. It does seem a little weird, but it doesn't
Well,
need a dissing video. Okay, I don't.
oh my fuck! This is like the first I'm hearing about that.
Yeah, it's we don't need these. And I think there was some video of some guy he used to watch, and he's saying how he doesn't like them because they committed adultery, and that doesn't go good with Christian values, which I can agree with. But you gotta realize not everyone, agrees with that. And I think this video had like 100 dislikes. I was surprised to see how many. And Dave, it's fine to have that opinion, but you gotta realize a lot of these big people are not who you think they are. So
Oh yeah.
you just gotta expect that kind of
Like it's
stuff.
something against PewDiePie, like in one of the
Oh yeah,
videos. I was like, what?
what's with that, Dave? I can agree with you not liking Paul Brothers. Completely
They're
agree with that.
douchebags.
But what's wrong with PewDiePie? He's
And I don't know like anything about PewDiePie, and I don't follow him, but I'm like curious on what he did to make you that upset.
yeah. Well, it baffles me how Dave likes guys like Braylon Levin and Lil PG and stuff, and that's
Well, that might be a reason why he's not doing so hot right now. It's because he thinks it's all right to act like a child. Like I don't want to go off right now on him because it's just it's not necessary. But it's classic Dave move. He acts like a child. He does it so often.
yeah.
Just it needs to stop because you're not getting anything out of it. Mature people are
You know
weenies.
what, Dave?
Mature people succeed in life, Dave. Children
Yeah,
do not.
yeah. You gotta realize people like Braylon Levin are an anomaly. They got
Yeah.
lucky with YouTube algorithm. They got lucky with a lot of stuff, and they made it big. It doesn't happen that often.
It'd be easy for anyone if everyone just got huge. Everyone could make content for people. We could have
Yeah.
an audience easily based off of just what we do and what we say.
Yeah.
And so could Dave. Anyone could. It's just if you're gonna get lucky or not. Do you deserve it?
Realize.
Is it gonna happen to you? Because
Yeah.
everything happens for a reason. I believe that. That's actually something you should consider. Not mature people are weenies, because that's
And
completely dumb.
and another word of advice for Dave: don't be making videos. I know this is a slightly older one. Don't be making videos because 2 people unsubscribed from you. It's
Yeah, that is.
We've had plenty of people unsubscribe from us, and it's like it
Oh
sucks,
yeah.
but you just gotta get over it.
Yeah, whatever. Well, like Dave unsubscribed.
Yeah,
Thanks, Dave.
whatever.
Still subscribe to you, but that's fine. Don't act like that. It's completely
Yeah.
fine. Just proves my point. Classic Dave being a baby, crying about stupid shit. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, block. I remember even in that video, I'm like, watch Dave will block us, and of course he did.
Oh yeah. It's like whatever, Dave.
Dave, I don't even want to say this because I really didn't enjoy the last live stream we did with you. Honestly, it was hard to get through because it was just a lot of going on. But I would get in another chat with you, just like to see what we're thinking.
Well, yeah. We're completely fine being your friend, Dave. We never ever said against that. And it obviously was him that ruined the relations because we didn't do anything wrong.
And we said
asking about a costume, and then he
yeah.
explained it, but he blocked us. It's like, oh, that completely
Yeah.
cleared up the costume thing.
The worst we said was it's a little weird to be running around in a Spider-Man costume at 21, which
Well,
it
yeah,
is a
so he
little
was doing
weird.
it for work. It is, but then he was doing it for work, and that makes it a whole lot more acceptable.
Yeah. So, I don't know, man. I hope I can somehow get this video to you, but yeah. Cheer up.
Yeah, and just figure shit out, Dave. It's
And don't.
on a downward spiral.
Yeah, you know, and I don't know. This is another thing I just thought of. Maybe he almost feels peer pressured into leaving the Cub. He always seems so prideful about it, about working.
Wait, that's one thing I didn't really get, because this is like out of nowhere stuff here. He was so prideful about working there, and he's like, oh, I really love the people, love the
Been here
customers,
3 years.
the people I work with.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then he's just out of nowhere. And he's like,
So,
I might quit.
Just because your friend is leaving, don't feel peer pressured into leaving.
Don't copy your friends. It's like they always say, don't go to college with your best friend. Don't go to college with your girlfriend, because it never works out. Because then it's gonna be weird, and you and your girlfriend break up, and you're living in a dorm or living in an apartment together, renting and sharing it. That'd be really fucking weird. And then you're stuck with an apartment.
Yeah.
That's just shit you don't do. Dave, just try to figure the shit out here. Because you're definitely on a downward spiral. Everyone can see it.
Yeah, you're not in a good place mentally, it seems like, so.
No, definitely not.
Cheer up. And seriously, if you're that desperate to get a girlfriend, use one of these dating websites, like Christian Mingle. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
Like, you want someone that's Christian, whatever. Seriously, try using that.
Literally, it's not even a joke. I even mentioned that to you, Luke. I was like,
yeah.
Literally. Could easily fucking go on there. And you could literally get someone within, a few days. It's how it is.
Like,
literally.
Not everybody's, like, a slut. That's mostly on, like, Tinder and whatnot.
That's, like, a hardcore Tinder stuff. Don't go on Tinder, Dave.
Yeah.
FarmersOnly.com might help you out, too. Hard-working girl.
But, yeah, I don't know. Just to sum it up, we gotta move on from past things.
Oh, yeah.
That can really umbrella anything. That can umbrella what you think about us. That can umbrella lots of things. But you gotta move on from these things. All right. So yeah, I think those are some decent words of wisdom. I don't. Just don't let these things let you down. So yeah, I don't know. Is there anything else we wanted to say in this? I don't really know.
No.
I think we covered all the bases again.
I guess one last thing, Dave, you really need to figure out. It's getting bad. So.
Yeah, because if this is gonna sound like mean or whatever, but there's another like sob story about how I don't have a girlfriend. We're gonna make a video on it, okay? It's true.
It's getting to the point where it's stupid. I don't even. It's dumb. Why would you even make videos about it? It happened like 4 years ago.
Right? I understand. Like privately, it still sucks. To this day,
yeah,
it does.
Definitely, it does. 100%.
Do we really have to be mentioning it as often as we do? No. And it doesn't help when he's like saying he's so lonely and whatnot.
Well, it's like, it's getting weird then,
What do you want, like, when your followers, like, this, like, some crazy bitch to just come to your house?
Yeah, okay, yeah, one other thing. When you act not like yourself, you attract weirdos. When you act weird, you attract weirdos. And me and you know all about that. All about it. When you act stupid, not saying you act stupid, but just like, if you act stupid, you attract stupid people. When you act weird, you attract weird people. When you're desperate, you attract other desperate people that are not normal or sane in the head, and they might be completely helpless. Which, you want to help those people, but you can't help everyone.
Yeah.
And they're not good for you.
Well, let me just say, in one of the old videos I was watching, he was like, when she threatened to break up with me several times. How is that not a red flag for you, Dave? I don't
Yeah, that's
understand.
weird, Dave. That's really, really fucking weird. Come on.
And the fact she's hanging out with another guy so often. Like you said in that video, it was fine, but it's like, it seemed to me like she's sitting with this guy all the time. So, how is that not a red flag? I don't understand.
Not everyone's a saint, Dave. I wish everyone was, but that's not the case.
Yeah, but seriously, Dave, I would talk it out with you, even like this
Oh,
week
for
could
sure.
just be private thing. I'd be fine
Oh, yeah.
talking to you.
Yeah, you say you wanted this to be private, there will not be any more videos. How about
Yeah,
that? Anything that you say that you don't want to be out public, that's completely fine. Won't be in a video. Because we're not assholes.
yeah. So, yeah, that about sums it up, I think. But yeah, I guess we'll end it here. And you know what, Dave? If you have a change of heart, just I think the best thing, unblock us and
Yeah.
message us about whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Because we can probably give you some more words of advice here. So,
Oh, yeah. Well, we've been through life, too. We're
yeah,
going through it right now. Just like Dave.
yeah,
Everyone experiences stuff a little bit differently, so it's nice to hear someone else's opinions.
yeah. That being said, thanks for watching. I seriously do hope there's not gonna be any more in the Bluray saga because it's gone on for too long. But
Oh, yeah.
we'll see. So we'll end it here. Thanks for watching.